Brazil are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway. Well, down the years, of course, Argentina have produced some of the greatest striking talent ever, and Gabriel Batistuta embodies that.
Yeah, he does, and in terms of out-and-out...
And the shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Batistuta. No, that's been intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? And here's Batistuta. And no, that was never going to make it. Takes a shot! And it's in! Two! And we've barely begun here. So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Tries from a long way out. Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Now it's Neymar. Brazil look comfortable already. 2 to the good and flying. Now it's Messi. Zanetti does really well to win the ball there. First quarter of an hour gone. He's going for goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rizal really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Messi. Well, that pass isn't the best. Mateus. Looking to play him in. And that is out of play. And there's the shot! And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Knocks it into space. Oh, that's well spotted. Gerrard. Rizal. And he skips past his man. Good chance here! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Gerrard. Rizal. That's good running with the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That has ended up in no man's land. And he's going to be disappointed with that. And he's heaved it away. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ball's played through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Brazil with the corner, they're first. And it's going to be another corner. Brazil have their second corner now. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. This interception, his positioning was spot on. It's Neymar! And he couldn't finish.
Well, it goes to show you there's a lot you can do if you have willing runners like that. You'll always get that chance. And it's quite direct from them. It's actually quite long from back to front.
Zanetti. And that's another good win of the ball. Pass somewhat off target. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Brazil clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
The most accurate pass. Cafu. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to play it through. And this is Neymar. Neymar! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
Well, sometimes you can see it coming a mile off. Yet, because of the timing of both the run and the pass, it can be hard to stop. Always next time.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And this is Messi.
Oh, great feet, that.
He has found the way through. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Goes for a shot! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Brazil really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Brazil firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Mateus. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. And this is Neymar, and he's running through. He's in, must be! Mateus. Gerrard. Oh, they could break here. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rizal. Gerrard. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Messi receives it in a good position here. Rizal. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well, they've got it again. Looking for the run. Messi gets flagged offside. Oh no, this does not look good. Well, there's the clearance.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
And he's managed to gift it back. That has not gone well. Rijkaard. Now, can they get him away? Threads one in. Now it's Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. Cafu. And it's Gerrard. There's the shot! Well, he'll be a bit disappointed with that.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Mateus, upright and purposeful. Rijkaard. Now it's Batistuta. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Rijkaard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now that's well seen too. Gerrard. And he's there to make the challenge. Great vision. And he's intervened well there. And that has put paid to that. Looking for option. It's Neymar! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Messi. Well-timed, excellent interception. Rizal. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Cross flung in towards the middle. Cleared away. No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. There's the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Fechando o campo para a entrada de camisa 18, camisa 20, camisa 17. Teremos uma substituição.
And here's Raul. That's good defending, very good defending.
Oh, that's real confidence in that tackle. He got himself in the perfect position.
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. Memphis Depay! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised. Brazil have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Let's shot a goal! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Some great movement here and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now it's Messi. He's got away. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Memphis Depay. Akanji gets across to intercept that. Now it's Forlan, and here's Depay. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's there to retrieve it. Raul. Zanetti finding himself in space. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He is through here. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Brazil definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very welcome development.
And long overdue.
And here's Drogba. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's heaved it away. Picked out brilliantly. Seedorf. Can he spark a counter here? He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's shifting through the gears here. That is a brilliant interception. Rafinha. Robertson is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he's there to make the challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Ah, that's a fine interception. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
They played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Rafinha, and it's Robertson. This is a promising build-up. Showing good feet. There's the delivery. He'll try from distance. Goal! Serbia! And Serbia score first. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Del Piero gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways or this referee could soon change his status.
And this is Messi. Oh, that's fabulous.
Brazil are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That's a good ball out wide. Oh, what has happened here? Del Piero! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now it's Inzaghi. Now it's Rice. Oh, he's having a go! Superb from Rice! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they're threatening to fly away here. He has given that the lot. Bang!
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Serbia are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been a an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Cross in.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's been slipped through. Totti going about things with real menace. Now it's Inzaghi. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Filippo Inzaghi. Now it's Messi. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Drogba. Out towards the flank. Kubasi. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. Messi could move up a gear here. Well timed, excellent interception. Rafinha given the lift of his goal. Rice. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Drogba. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Messi. Well, and the referee has blown for half-time. So your views on the first half?
Brazil really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So, into the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Rafinha. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's having a pop! Oh, it's a beauty! A finish of true class! It is an explosive start to the second half. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Just one in it. Oh, they could be caught out here. Rafinha. That's Rijkaard. And here's Drogba. Played out wide. And it's Di Lorenzo. Kubasi. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Opts for safety. Can he get it through?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Khan claims comfortable. Serbia are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
That's a good foray he's making. Goes for a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Robertson. Good read, needed to be. Looking for options for movement.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball. Rijkaard cuts out the pass.
Rafinha. That's really well manoeuvred. There's a sharp little ball here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Del Piero. Rijkaard. And Rafinha. And that is a little undercooked. Referee's given a throw.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 21. Neymar.
Somewhat off target.
Camisa 23.
Tries to play it through.
Camisa 4.
Brazil perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Camisa 18.
And he cuts out the supply.
Camisa 20. Camisa 17. Substituição.
Doué will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Great vision. That looks a decent ball. Al Kubasi goes sliding in.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Drogba. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for a runner. Al Kubasi promptly onto that, and that is that. Good effort from distance. David Villa. Looking to play him in. And there's green grass ahead of him. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And it's Doué. That's been cut out, well played. David Villa has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Well read, nice interception. Messi ventures forward. It's a pretty loose pass. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Inzaghi. Now it's Drogba. Rice. Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he get on the end of this? There's a no-nonsense tackle.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de
There's a
acréscimo.
probing ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Robertson calmly anticipates. Deep into stoppage time. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Brazil just may have felt a little extra pressure.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling. So, Jim, I'm guessing that when you hear the name Rivaldo, amongst the first games that comes to mind is the final game of the 2001-2 season.
Absolutely. Who could forget that famous hat-trick? I mean, in a time where a team's future can depend so much on whether you have European football or not, his performance that day, Peter, was season-saving.
And the goals themselves, they weren't just worldies, were they? They were worldies plus.
Yeah, a superb free kick for the first, an absolute daisy-cutter for the second, and the third was the best of them all, an overhead kick from just outside the penalty box.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Ibrahimovic! And he's been shifted off it. And the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Neymar, and into the grateful arms of the keeper. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Van Bronckhorst, he's in plenty of space here. And it's hoisted clear. And he's managed to get rid. That has not gone well. Passing nice and neat. Tries to pass it through.
Carlos really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's the chance to counter. Brazil yet to have an attempt on goal. Neither of these two want to come off second best, and he's there to make the challenge.
Lithuania are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Defending of the desperate variety. That has ended up in no man's land. Roberto Carlos. Oh, good effort! Off the post! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Rivaldo certainly got the pace he wanted on that, but not the all-important bend.
Oh, that's a key interception. Van Bronckhorst, and it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
It's a searching pass.
Lithuania always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Thuram makes the interception. Vieira. And here's Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos. Looking for options. It's Rivaldo! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Rivaldo. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's neat. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Brazil are looking to break at pace. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Lam is one whose deliveries we all know about. And it's Vieira. And that interception was most necessary. Figo. Maldini gets it away. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pass somewhat off target. And the through ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Brazil clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How would you review the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And so the action is resumed.
Brazil really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
And this is Neymar. He's picked his way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's been played through. No, didn't quite have the weight on it. Beckenbauer getting this one clear. Messi! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Aimed beyond the defence. And that was nowhere near his best. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Played out wide. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Roberto Carlos. And it's Vieira. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Vieira. Oh, no joy this time. Del Piero. It's a pretty loose pass. Figo. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Lam tries to clear. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And here's Drogba. Neymar. That's a sharp pass. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. Neymar clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And here's Drogba. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. And he's there to clear it. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Takes a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Substitution on the field. Number 24, Didier Drogba. Coming on the field is number 12, Van Basten.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Figo, and here's Van Basten, and here's Ibrahimovic. Back when it goes, it's Ibrahimovic! And now they can clear their lines. There's the crossfield ball, and they've got rid.
Lithuania clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. It's just beyond his reach. Can he finish? Messi! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He doesn't look too happy with that. Can he get on the end of this? Zanetti cuts out the pass. Now it's Villa.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And here's Van Basten.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Chance for a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And that will be it. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
And this is Messi, lofted upfield. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Azar. Irwin. Best. And he shoots! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Well, I query, Peter, whether he should have been allowed to do that in the first place, but absolutely nothing wrong with the finish.
Brazil finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Lam. And it's Rooney. Azar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Quarter of an hour played. Oh, now he tries one from range! Against the crossbar! And it's been hooked away. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped.
He's having a hit! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence. Brazil really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Good chance here! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Big chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Chooses to go cross-field.
Good ball, that too.
Not the most accurate pass. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Hazard. Oh, super ball. Best! Brilliant save from Buffon! Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's a key interception. Yeah. Almost half an hour in now. Irwin. Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Vieira. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Best was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. best will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rijkaard. Nicely spread. Can he finish? And that's a sharp finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Well, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
Minuto 37. Número 11. Messi.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Messi.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And this is Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Spread out to the left. Now what about a counter-attack? And it's Azar. Now it's Rooney. Now the ball's gone astray. Played out wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And they win it back again. Now it's Messi. Beckenbauer. And this is Rooney. Always goal side. Real chance here. And this is Messi. That's a decent clearance. Now it's Del Piero. Irwin promptly onto that, and that is that. And the whistle goes for half-time. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 22.
So the action resumes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And here's Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Irwin picks it up out wide. And that has been cleared. Distributed tidily.
This is the time you need that pace.
And this is Del Piero. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
He's going for goal! Oh, he's done it! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that?
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Señoras y señores.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
The Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Thuram pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
What a start, free kick in a dangerous... Schneider! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Silvestre. Lam. Messi. That's a throw. Pepe. Passes coming off in quick succession here. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And this is Del Piero. Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Deco. And it's Michel Platini. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Here's a chance! Now, who's going to be... And again! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And that is a little undercooked. There's a sharp little ball here. Messi in acres of space out wide.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Schneider conjures time and space where few can. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Del Piero. Buffon claims comfortably. And it's Michel Platini. Platini will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Messi. Now that pass isn't the best. Zanetti clears. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Vieira. Pelé. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he's being shifted off it. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Deco. And here's Ibrahimovic. And he welcomes it in. Zanetti delivers the ball. Oh, greatly! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Pepe proves too strong. Knocks it into space. Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Schneider. Takes a shot. Schneider! Brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Poland have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And he's taking no chances there. Tries to play it through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Zanetti. Vieira. Platini, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Looking for options for movement. He's in plenty of space here. Goes for the shot! Schneider. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Throw it. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Silvestre. Silvestre is there to clear. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Brazil come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun. And Deco! And no, just off target. Taken back almost at once. Well, that looks a decent ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. That's going to go a long way. Silvestre is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Now it's Messi. Platini threads one in. Hits a goal kick. Silvestre. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Platini. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. Poland couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Silvestre got a long way forward to join the attack. Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero! A finish of true class! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
substituição.
Poland choosing to make the first change. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
Yeah. And he gets rid in a hurry. Platini. Silvestre. Platini. Now, can they get him away? Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pepe gets it away. Stood up well to him there. And he's got the beating of his man.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Schneider. Schneider, it's Schneider! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Neymar. Camisa 23. Camisa 4. Camisa 7.
Brazil perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Camisa 6. Camisa 17.
Platini getting forward. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Platini. And Silvestre. Schneider. Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! Another one of football's and how moments.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Teremos uma substituição.
So here comes the substitution. Ronaldinho. Guardiola is the distributor-in-chief. Oh, it's Ronaldinho! And that's a real chance missed. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
De Bruyne. Some really good ball movement. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Pele! No, didn't quite have the weight on it. And that was very necessary. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, played right into his path. Can he finish? Oh, that could be pivotal! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Brazil found a way, forcibly. Now they must hold out.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter.
And there goes the final whistle. Brazil have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
Senhoras e senhores, atenção.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now. Messi, a player joining here, a pretty exclusive club. This game is the 200th in his career for this side.
Yeah, and he's proven himself to be quite a player in the last 199, Peter. Flexible, adaptable, showing a real tactical aptitude, and number 200 should be no different.
Nicely aimed pass. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Khan gets it clear and reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, no joy this time. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Brazil clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Both sides exercising caution for now. Mateus. Ronaldinho. Takes the shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
And it's Zanetti. Messi. Threads one in. That is a great pick out. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Del Piero! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Del Piero actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now that looks a decent ball. Pressure coming in from all directions. Still goalless. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement. Ronaldinho quietly revving up. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well measured. Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And Brazil take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Brazil are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And it's made its way to him. Tries one from range. Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Nicely weighted ball. And the finish! Ronaldinho, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And he's worked it through. It's Neymar! And that's a sharp finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Brazil are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Vieira. Baresi. Oh, this is a great position. Del Piero.
Rummenigge really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And this is Neymar. Ronaldinho. That's it, 45 minutes up. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Brazil are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Now it's Neymar. Baresi gets over and intercepts, and that has left him in a heap. Can he get on the end of this? Lam gets a foot in here. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Mateus. Vieira. And Mateus. It's a promising position, aimed at the far side. Oh, good climb! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Mateus. Mateus.
Oh, great feat, that.
Del Piero has given away a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Now it's Neymar. Cafu gets across to intercept that. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Baresi does well to get it back. Brazil in a very solid position, 2 to the good. Messi. Oh, well played.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Mateus. And it's Roberto Carlos. And he's there to make the challenge. Messi. And that pass just didn't quite work. Triol. Vieira. Rummenigge. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And he plays one through. Look at the space here, and he shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Well, all I can say is that he did very well to squeeze it in near post. He didn't have much to aim at.
And now he has 2.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 21.
So we have movement on both benches. 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And that's another good win of the ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
It's a really well-measured ball. And here's Messi. No, he's seen through all of that. That has ended up in no man's land. Brazil do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi tries to play it through. Triol spots it and intercepts. Vieira. Mateus. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Messi. He came in hard, very hard. Played out towards the right wing. Messi gets into a good position. And that's a throw. David Villa looking for the run. Oh, that's a key interception. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Oh, it's come loose. Messi receives it in a wide position. Oh, well played, well played. Mateus. Roberto Carlos. And he goes cross-field.
Good switch, that. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Sends it crossfield. Neymar. Oh, such a clever touch. Looking to play him in. Mateus.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Great vision. He's cut it out. Roberto Carlos. 2 minutes to be added on. And that is as far as it goes. Well, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance.
Agentes de segurança.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We're up and running then. Well, terms like genius and legend are often used, overused in football, but there is very little doubt that they do apply to this fella, the great Ronaldinho.
One of the best there's ever been, Peter, and always with a smile.
He was born with a football at his feet. And this is Ronaldinho. Backward it goes. Strokes it back. Pirlo. Baresi gets over and intercepts. And this is Pele. Thinks about the shot. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Neymar receives it in a wide position. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Pele! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams...
And Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Pirlo.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, this is... Shoots! And he's done it! Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's
Del Piero! Oh, split-second reaction.
Del Piero really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Can he get on the end of this? That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's a sharp little ball here. Maldini. And he is deftly away. He'll try from distance! And he hits the net! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, give me this every week.
And Del Piero! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Pele. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Nicely spread. Now it's Messi, and he's there to make the challenge. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Zanetti gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Ronaldinho getting up there! And that's in! And they're back in front! Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Zanetti has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
You just can't argue with the referee there, Peter. He spelt it out for him earlier.
That's destined for the flank. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Opts for safety. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for the run. That has been cut short. And it's Ronaldinho. Neymar. And this is Ronaldinho. Beckenbauer.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's been played through. Del Piero has it out wide and in space. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Neymar, very much a man of this moment. Pirlo. Pele. It's a really well-measured ball. Looking to play him in. Now it's Neymar. He's picked his way through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Brazil clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Pass is just off target.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
And it's Ronaldinho. Pele, nicely spread. Messi. And he's there to belt it away. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we get things going again.
Brazil really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now it's shapes to shoot! Oh, nice, just not quite.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
And he's been shifted off it.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
He's rising! And it's in! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort, simply fantastic.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy.
Messi! Oh, great save by Dina!
Messi clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Substituição em andamento.
Nice bit of trickery. Pass somewhat off target. Yamal. Raul. Thuram gets across to intercept that. Oh, super find. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Not the most accurate pass. Yamal is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Can he get it through? Messi wants to run onto this. Yamal. Pirlo is always scanning the pitch for targets. And he's well positioned here. A chance, surely! And he nearly went all the way.
Raul can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And we have our very first corner.
No time do Brasil. Camisa 21. Neymar. Camisa 23.
Pirlo moves short. That's very neat. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Villa. Oh, a killing chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Villa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Dida claims comfortably. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. He's going for goal! And here's Yamal. Oh, some astute defending there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's picked it up out wide. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Brazil are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. He's found a way through. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Nicely weighted ball. Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Pirlo with the short one. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Baresi makes the interception. That has not gone well. And the through ball. And he was quick to react. Yamal. Pirlo. And it's Cruyff. Now, can they get him away? Picked it, and the finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.